Yeah, hello, welcome to the Horsepower Show podcast. This is a show where we talk about all the things related to cars and bikes across India. And yeah, we've got a car heavy packed episode today. Lots of Toyota news. They recently announced a lot, so we'll talk all about it. And yeah, let's get started. My name is Ajinkya.
My name is Sanyam.
Yeah, and yeah, before we start, we'd appreciate it if you like, commented, subscribed, and shared the video. It helps us a lot. And we've got a lot of things planned out. So stay tuned and keep watching the podcast.
So let's come on the first thing, which is update on E20. So recently the E20 thing just got a bit of suppressed because of the student protests and the NEET and all those things which were going on. We all know that. And
we mentioned it last time on the podcast that we were in support of the students, and immediately after the podcast went out, I'm not saying we were the reason, but immediately as soon as the podcast went out, they obviously rolled back. The government rolled back on it.
They rolled back on it, and that thing got over. And now the good thing is E20 thing again back came into the fire. And today, the day when we are shooting on 31st, there is a protest going on in Delhi, the Gaadi Chalo March, something like that.
Okay. And what is that, if you tell the
they are basically like everyone is going by the vehicle near the parliament, and just they are gathering over there, and they are just protesting.
Peaceful protest,
protesting, kind of protesting. They're trying to just tell government what they want. They are not against E20, but it's just that they need an option of E10. That's it. At the same time, when you see a lot of petrol pump owners are also having an issues, and they're complaining that the tanks are getting damaged or some or the other thing is happening, because right now it's a monsoon season and ethanol is compound which gets easily attracted to moisture and water. So because of that, the whole petrol is getting spoiled, which is inside the storage tank, because if just one drop of water comes inside, it will spoil the whole petrol. So they are bearing a huge losses, and they are also struggling with this thing, because
and we don't know if in the future how much more damage it can make. This has only been ongoing for 2 years.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So it's damaging the petrol pump owners, it's damaging the vehicles of us. It's actually not beneficial for any one of us. Except few people.
Yeah, and you know what? Motorists have actually been quite kind, I feel, because all they're asking for is we just want an option at the petrol pump.
Yeah,
and the promise was that adding E20 was going to reduce the price, which it hasn't.
Yes.
So just make sure the price is what it should be, right?
Yeah.
Because I also I read an article somewhere that there is an ethanol shortage, so we were, in fact, this is not confirmed, but we had to import some ethanol to make the difference.
They are importing industrial ethanol.
Industrial ethanol.
Yeah, which is not having much difference from a normal ethanol, but we are importing it.
Yeah, but it beats the purpose, right? We were supposed to stop importing oil, crude oil and petrol and from the Middle Eastern nations.
Yeah.
And then that's why ethanol was brought to reduce that. And now again, to get rid of that deficit, we're importing ethanol, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and there are a few defamation cases flying around. I mean, there's a lot of commotion happening, to be honest. And yeah, we'll keep you updated on what happens. This is an ongoing thing on a weekly basis. It affects regular car users. It affects enthusiasts. It affects everyone.
Basically. Yeah, exactly. It's affecting everyone.
And it affects the common household too, right? Because the price is going up.
Yeah.
Your ethanol blending will then mean that more people have to change out spares and components and servicing.
Exactly.
So it does affect your groceries and everything, because everything uses petrol or fuel or the like.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think everyone should take part in this in some way and not be for it.
Yes.
And hopefully we come to a proper solution. Reduce the price of E20.
If you see a lot of countries, like I got to know that I guess Bhutan, I'm not sure, but many of the countries are importing from India, and they are selling pure petrol at 97 rupees.
At a cheaper price.
At a cheaper price. Like 97, they are selling pure petrol.
No, and
not 80%.
And the countries that
they are selling it. So imagine they have also kept their own margin. So at how low price they are importing from India. So ऐसा नहीं है कि India can't give at a low rates. You know, if India are giving them at the lower rates, they can also give their citizens at a low rate, right? That's what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think
They are not that idiot that they'll sell to another country at a less price and bear a loss. Why would they do that? Yeah.
No, you're right. And I think fuel is always a critical component to how fast an economy grows.
Exactly.
So reducing the price or keeping your fuel price on par with what's happening in the world really benefits the economy. So it'll help other industries also. So it's in the government's interest to reduce the price and bring it on par with everyone else.
Yeah. Let's see, hope for the best.
Let's hope for the best. It's just keeping the conversation going, keeping your voice going. And collectively, if everyone does it,
that's why we talk about ethanol in every week, every podcast.
Every week, every podcast.
So that you know people get to know aware about this and like each and everything. You know, it stays in the
limelight.
Yeah.
The two of us together can't do everything, but if everyone collectively brings it up, then they could be hope. Yeah.
So let's come to the next topic.
Yeah. On to our next story. The new Hilux, the new Toyota Hilux is out. It's pretty much just a facelift. Toyota's been a bit experimental with their styling. I think in some cases it's hit, some cases missed. Before we talk about your opinion, let's go through the specs.
Yes.
It's got the same 4-cylinder 2.7 liter diesel engine. It comes in 3 variants. A base model which has no 4-wheel drive system but automatic gearbox.
Okay.
It comes in a 4x4 base model and a high-end VX model that has all the trinkets, all the fancy leather seats and the likes. Starting price 32 lakh rupees, which I think is competitive.
Okay.
The
showroom or the on-road?
Ex showroom. The higher end models go up to 37 lakh model, which is within range of a decent pickup.
Yeah.
These are very popular in off-roading markets. India is a very diverse country, so I don't think in Mumbai where we live this would be seen as much, but probably in the
that, don't worry. People are
I hope I'll see one.
If we see normal Hilux, we'll see this one too.
But you don't see a normal Hilux. I've seen the D-Max. We saw a D-Max last week, right? At one of the potential partners we visited. He had a D-Max which he had modified. John Abraham has a D-Max. He's been seen in one. So the popularity of pickups has grown.
Yep. And I don't think so that Toyota have much competition when it's come to pickup trucks.
D-Max, I just mentioned the D-Max.
But they don't have much competition.
When you're considering buying a pickup, this is your first option. First, second, third option, I think, is a Hilux.
Yeah.
And then you kind of consider the others.
Yes.
Ford in global markets has the Ford has, I'm only thinking about the Raptor at the moment, and the F-150. So it's not the F-150, there's a smaller version of it, which I'm forgetting now. But that's usually the competitor to this.
Okay.
But people do prefer the Hilux for its reliability.
Yeah.
And man, if you go watch any terrorist video, this is like the terrorist. This is ISIS go-to, Al Qaeda's go-to. Anywhere where there's rescue missions, this is the go-to.
Yes.
This is what people prefer. So always.
Yeah, the huge power, man.
It's the power, it's the reliability, it's everything. It's everything that comes with it.
They have just only changed the looks, or any like specifications they have also changed?
Slight horsepower upgrade, I think, but nothing too crazy. So the higher end model has 204 horsepower, which the outgoing model had 190. So it's just like a 15 horsepower upgrade.
Okay.
Only available in a diesel. Only available in India as a manual. As a automatic.
They don't have a manual option.
In India, in other markets they do have that as an option.
Okay.
But that's the single cab. So this the double cab always came as a automatic.
Okay.
What do you think about the looks? What do you think about everything basically?
When it comes to looks, it's very subjective, because I personally didn't like that look that much, especially the front one. It doesn't give
The front
me...
grille is a bit off.
Yeah, it doesn't give me a Toyota vibe. You know, if you get it, what I'm trying to say. It doesn't.
It could
doesn't
be,
have
yeah,
a
you're right. It
Toyota
could be
vibe.
anything, and
Yeah.
I kind of like the previous version. Before we go on to the previous one, this is what the interior would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I already mentioned this off camera, but
Yeah.
so they always, car makers are doing this. This is one of the worst examples of it, where they just plop on an iPad-looking thing as the touchscreen, whereas others are doing such a great job of incorporating it into the into the dashboard.
Yeah.
And Toyota's just messing things up. This is the worst one. Mercedes had done it for some time. I don't know what the current Mercedes models look like, but I hate it. I hate it when they just plop on this. Try and make it like, you know, seamless in the and you know so this interior, Toyota's been sticking to this interior. It looks like every element is designed by a different person. It's not integrated integrated well. So the steering wheel looks good on its own.
Yeah.
The instrument cluster looks good on its own.
Yeah.
The dashboard looks good on its own. But it all looks like three different people have designed it. And they seem to be sticking. Even with the speakers, they don't seem to be integrated. They just seem to be like an afterthought. So exactly. So yeah, that's the issue I have with it. Otherwise, pretty much unchanged. The tire size unchanged. The rims are unchanged. The leaf springs are unchanged. So they just it's just pretty much a facelift, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
The interior, like I said, I'm not a big fan of it. This was the outgoing one, which I think is much better.
It gives a Toyota vibe. See,
it gives a Toyota vibe, and the critical component is you have the big proper Toyota logo. You have the black grille. This one's sort of body colored grille, which doesn't. I don't know. It's just a bit of a.
It just gives a bit highlight too. Like if you have any color in this car, it's look good because
it looks aggressive. It looks like you can take on the Outback. It looks like you can take on any terrain.
Yeah. And we have crazy enthusiasts which mod it like.
Which mod it? When people make it in such a way that you can live out of these things.
Yes.
Rooftop tents and the like. So I'm excited to see what the new one looks like modded.
Yes.
And hopefully there's mods to get rid of that grille.
Yes, please.
And this is excited for this car because it's I had the N70, so the 2010 to 2015 model year. So I had it and I love that thing. It's and I modded it also quite a bit.
Okay.
I'll put some pictures in the description probably. So I love these. They're robust. But I had the 3-liter version.
Okay.
So now they're downsizing it. Mine had 150 horsepower. So
crazy.
No, nothing, right? It was.
But they are reducing the.
They're downsizing the engine.
Yeah.
So this has 200 horsepower. So downsizing the engine, but giving it more horsepower.
Oh, then that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the N70 ones were considered like the best model year because they were a lot more reliable.
Yeah.
Not to bring up my N70 the way you bring up your GT535 all the time. But yeah, I think this was a better upgrade to the N70, and then now the looks are getting a bit of a downgrade. So
alloys also look better. See,
I think the alloys is. Oh yeah, right. I didn't notice the alloy.
Yes, I don't like these alloys. These
are
a lot better.
When people get them, the first mod they do is they get the BFG Goodrich all-terrains, and it changes the look completely. Yeah, because those have beefier tires, right?
Yeah.
I think they've given those all-terrain tires. Oh, they're the same. They're about the same. So mine had the BFGs. That was the first mod I did, and that gave it so much better performance, which a lot of people end up doing. I know that for a fact. Next story. Toyota announced a bunch of cars actually. So these were announced before in foreign markets, but now they're available here in India. So this is the Land Cruiser FJ, the new FJ, and it comes with a petrol engine, 2.7 liter, 160 horsepower, which is decent for a small car like this. They're usually lightweight. They've got similar suspension, part-time four-wheel drive system, so it's not got the full locking differentials that the Hilux has. This is more of an all-wheel drive system, and 6-speed automatic transmission. It's interesting because it's slotting into the 20 lakh rupee entry point. So 20 to 23 lakh is what 20 to 23 lakh is ex-showroom price.
Okay.
But the Jimny comes in at, which is its direct competitor. The Jimny comes in at 13 lakhs, which is close to half the price. Which I don't know if for an enthusiast vehicle, if people are willing to pay that extra.
Will you pay that 8 lakh extra for a Land Cruiser badge? Obviously, you'll get a lot of things better.
I love the way the Jimny looks. So it's a tough option. Yes, I prefer the Land Cruiser badge. I know it's going to be more reliable.
Yeah.
I know it looks better.
Yeah. Specs may be different. There's difference in the specs, the horsepower.
Let me just bring that up quickly. Hold on.
This one has a 165, right?
165 horsepower.
Yeah.
That one has 103. Yeah. So specs 1.5 liter.
There is a good difference.
There's a big difference. But the Jimny comes in a 5-speed manual.
Okay.
They have two options: a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic.
Okay.
So look, here's the question now, and this is the big enthusiast question: would you pay 20 lakhs for this entry model? 20 lakhs, extra room. So you could probably have to pay two extra lakh for on-road price, right? So 22 lakh basically out of pocket, and you can't mod it, or get the Jimny at 15 lakhs on road, and then use the extra 5 lakhs to mod it and make it a proper off-roader.
Yeah, you can do the
Unless
power
you're
upgrade.
doing a lot of touring, 103 horsepower in a lightweight car is decent.
Yeah, at the power to weight ratio, like when we see that, it's good.
This would be more powerful.
Yeah.
So if you're not looking for some crazy power, I think I would go for the Jimny. I think the Jimny looks decent.
Yeah, but if you upgrade, like if you buy Jimny and you look for 5 lakh ka power upgrade in that, like, everything like stage 2, something like that.
You get a better car.
Yeah, you get a better car, but when it's come to build quality, like then I don't think so. It can be.
That's what I'm saying. If you're doing crazy rock crawling, I would go for this.
Yeah, because if Toyota is giving any of its car a label of Land Cruiser, they have done a crazy heavy testing on that. So they won't give any car, like any random car, tag of Land Cruiser. They'll have a different build quality, reliability, and a lot of things. So,
but also keep in mind that Mahindra's got a competitor to this.
Okay, what do we have?
Mahindra's got the three-door Thar is technically a competitor to this.
Yeah.
And also they're coming out with that Vision S that we spoke about in the last podcast, which looks like a mini Defender. So these are all, and the Mahindras usually come in at around 10 to 11 lakh rupees.
Correct.
So would anyone really buy this in India? Because you're looking at Mahindra giving a decent option. Their build quality is decent. Their power to weight ratio is also decent. So it's quite a difficult thing to pick now between the two options.
What do you feel about the looks?
The looks wise, I think this is better.
Yeah.
We're yet to see the final version of the Vision GT. But I also do like the Jimny looks. That's what I'm trying to say. If I was an enthusiast,
Jimny looks okay.
Jimny's a good looking car. The only thing I can think about is the lack of power and reliability. But this build quality is much better on these.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. But what a time to be in, where as an enthusiast you've got so many options, right?
Yeah.
That's the take home from this. That it's such an amazing time for all of us that we can debate. We can debate which one to buy. And it's no longer just one or two. So that's the whole point of this show is let's talk about the enthusiast vehicles. Let's talk about all the crazy stuff that's happening. And it's beautiful that we live in a time where we get to pick finally.
Yeah, that's great, man. So let's go jump on next.
Jumping on to our next story. Toyota. We already talked about this. Sorry. Next image.
I like this color more than the bluer one.
I think as a launch spec, so you can't see the details in the creases. So as a launch spec, that makes sense. When it's a more brighter color, you see more of the details. This one's good as a pure off-roader. So most people would gravitate towards this. But as a launch color, I get it. I get the launch, the baby blue. Details look better. Yeah, moving on to our next story. This is now finally available in India too. The Land Cruiser 300 Hybrid, which has a V6 3.5 liter engine turbocharged. This is producing 450 horsepower. So the top. It will be heavy. It is a heavy car.
How much does this cost in India? How much?
Man, it's imported. So after duties and taxes and everything, it comes to 2.2 crore rupees. So this is a direct competitor to the Range Rover.
Okay.
This is a celebrity favorite. because the previous 200 series, many celebrities had it.
Yeah.
It is the competitor. It is the direct competitor to the Range Rover. So most celebrities fall in a camp of Land Cruiser or Range Rover. So
Range
there's
Rover.
the
Yeah.
and they're loyal. They're loyal to.
Yeah.
You can't convince a Range Rover buyer to get this, and you can't convince a Land Rover buyer to get
Range Rover.
the other. So and I think of course the top spec Range Rover is
It's a hybrid one, right?
this is hybrid.
Yeah.
So the top spec Range Rover is producing somewhere close to 500, 600 horsepower.
Okay.
This is decent. This is more reliable, more
450 is more than enough, I feel.
yeah, and so it's a direct, like I said, it's direct compared to the Range Rover. It's imported, better in terms of off-road capability, better in terms of they hold their value better. Toyotas have always held their value better than Range Rovers. Range Rovers tend to fall apart after five years.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah, they're horrible, and they have the air suspension which leaks. This has better. It has that magnetic leveling suspension, which has been tried and tested for many years.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, more reliable, more robust, and yeah, this is if you gave me a choice of a Range Rover and a Land Cruiser, I'd go for this.
Wow.
The only argument I have is that and I think a lot more car makers should do this, is the 200 series, the outgoing model, was more sought after. And the only reason it was sought after was it had a V8 engine.
Okay.
Right? This has a V6.
Okay, this is V6.
Every manufacturer is downsizing for emissions and all of that. I agree, no problem. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I guess they did it to make it hybrid or something.
No, so this is the only hybrid model. They have a 3.3 liter diesel.
Okay.
And they have a 3.5 liter petrol.
Okay.
3.5 liter petrol, which produces about 350 horsepower. So those models are available. This is the new hybrid that's coming in. They all have the V6 engine. All of them have the V6 engine.
Okay.
The outgoing model had a V8 and produced the top spec one produced 350 horsepower, somewhere there. Okay. My issue is now, and I think a lot more car makers should consider this, that if an engine is beloved, keep the engine. Do your basic modifications and as you know, as technology.
Interior, exterior, whatever.
Yeah. No, I like the looks. I like the looks of this better than the new 200 series.
Yes.
The old 200 series. I like the looks. Have a limited edition, 1,000 pieces with the old engine.
Oh, okay.
Old engine.
And with the new engine, you can do
slightly more technology would give it 20, 30 more horsepower, right? Okay. So give it that. Give it a top spec engine and so that the customer has an option. What to buy.
Okay,
right?
so
and you meet your emission regulation. You meet everything because you're producing it in smaller numbers. But those true enthusiasts still get the V8. And don't let that engine die is my worry, right? Like it'll be kept in a vault somewhere in Toyota's thing, but it's such a great engine. It's such a reliable engine, torquey engine. So many people swear by that V8. So don't let it die. Keep that engine in smaller units.
And with V6 you can do a bit of mass production if you want to do.
So leave the V6, the emissions for the mass production. The enthusiast wouldn't know the difference between the V8. The common man wouldn't know the difference between the V8 and the V6. In this case, you can have small styling cues to share, like what we talked about, what KTM can do. Yeah. So exactly what KTM did, right? To curb the GST, they still had the higher end thing, but they kept the older 350cc engine to curb the thing.
So 350 and 350R.
350 and 350R.
390 and 390R.
Exactly. And so the enthusiasts still get the 390R, right? And the not so enthusiasts get the 390. And you can save money, and it's a great bike. So same thing you can do here, right? I don't know why, man. I don't know if someone in the future does it, I should be credited for this idea, right?
We talk about this in every video. So next,
Yeah, so this is how it looks from the side. I think it looks great. The Land Cruiser always looked great. Next, I think there's... on to our next story. There's been heavy rains in India, specifically in Ahmedabad last week, and a lot of over 100 crores of luxury cars were damaged.
100 crores.
100 crores. And this is partly due to heavy rainfall, but also there's been a lot of flooding in basements
Okay.
So a lot of people park these cars in basements, and they don't have the proper
Drainage
infrastructure.
system,
Well, I don't know how a drainage system or at least like systems to stop water coming into the basement. And that has led to over 100 crores worth of luxury cars being flipped. If you go to the next image, there's an image of a Range Rover Evoque or a Range Rover Sport. I can't tell. I think that's a Sport.
Yeah.
That's also been damaged. There's multiple images. We'll put a few links in the comment section below. But yeah, there's been a lot of damage.
Terrible, man.
So on one side, your engines are getting damaged through E20 fuel internally, and your engines are
externally.
getting externally. Everything's rusting through because of rain. So it's not the best time to be an automotive enthusiast, I think. Right? It's difficult. We have to put up with a lot at the moment. But hopefully somewhere down the line things get better.
Yes.
Mechanics love this season. Right? This is the best time to be a mechanic. Yeah.
But this would obviously reduce the sale value, like,
the resale value. Flood damage
value.
Always.
At a crazy level, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 100 crore.
We have the number plate. If that comes up for sale in a couple months, we know not to get this, right?
Yes. Okay, so now we are on the Shotgun 650 limited edition. 1,000 units,
Not
right?
so much bike news this week, right?
Yeah, not so much bike news. I don't know. एक साथ या तो ये लोग 9-10 bike
No,
launch
yeah,
कर देते हैं,
yeah.
then they don't.
They're making it difficult for us to.
Oh my God.
We literally had to scrape the bottom to get some bike news.
Honda, I'll say same thing to you. What are you doing, man? How
10
can you
bikes
launch a 500cc bike and an Activa together
At the same time.
At a scooter at the same time, man. Oh my God. Okay, so let's come back to the Royal Enfield. So they have launched like 1,000 units.
1,000 units, so
limited
there's 250 for India.
Yeah, when did they launch it? It's got
couple
sold
weeks
out.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we
it just
spoke
got
about
sold out. Like all them are just sold out. In India, how many are there?
250 units in India.
250 in
250
India.
in
So
India.
like 1,000 are sold out.
Yeah, all thousands are sold out. So this was made in
Crazy,
collaboration with I think it's a Taiwanese, if I'm not mistaken, a Taiwanese custom builder called Rough Craft.
We have talked about this
we
in
spoke about this in
detail
our
in
previous
the previous
podcast.
podcast. We can just watch that out.
And no surprise, the starting price was about 5 to 6 lakh.
5.5 something.
5.5.
Yeah.
And no surprise, it all sold out. And I'm not. I don't like the looks at all. I think it was very lazy design by Royal Enfield.
Except the tank, I didn't like the looks.
Oh, the tank looks beautiful.
Yeah.
But no modification mechanically. Just a
No
slight
power
paint job.
upgrade, no modifications.
Yeah.
No, even the silencer,
Nothing.
Yeah,
And the worst
the
part
exhaust
is
is
on
also
a
the
bobber or on that style of bike,
Yeah.
they've given it alloy. You know how I feel about
Yeah,
alloy.
alloy, yeah. He's alloy hater.
Alloy, I'm not an alloy hater.
Yeah.
I think on a sports bike,
Yeah,
you have to have an alloy.
Yeah, exactly.
On a touring bike,
You need
a
spoke
touring
wheel.
bike or one of these classic retro
Adventure
bikes,
cruising.
you need spoke wheels. And I'm surprised that they gave it that look. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there would have a spoke wheel, it would give a good highlight. That's what I feel. अच्छा लगता है वो उस पे.
If I bought a 650 shotgun, which comes at what, 4 lakh?
Yeah.
With a few modifications, I can achieve this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah. In less than a lakh rupee, I feel.
In less than a lakh, I can achieve this. It's a bit of spray paint, right? A bit of spray paint, yeah. That's about it. Yeah, so I'm sorry if you bought one.
Yeah, they have not changed the handle. They could do, at least they could have a custom handlebar, something like that.
What they did with the Goan, is it that Goan Classic?
No, it's not.
That one is like...
yeah, that one is different. Yeah, that's still better than what they did with this. You can, what would I do if I am launching a limited edition? First thing would be I'll change the handlebar. I'll give few options if you want an aggressive one or a cruiser one. Like if you want, like someone is like, want a cruising look, he can get a cruising look, and if someone young is there, he want a bit of an aggressive look, right? So you can get that by just handling that thing, and a custom handlebar for a customized bike.
Can I tell you the two changes I would make?
Okay.
Right? Okay. The first is get rid of the alloys, put spokes, right?
Yeah.
And give it a slight power upgrade and a slight exhaust upgrade. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, man.
Just so that if I'm going to spend the extra money,
it should feel worth it.
I shouldn't be able to achieve it by just a paint job is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I can do that in less than lakh rupee if I have a shotgun.
That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
Is
Upgrade the silencer, upgrade the alloy wheels.
and I don't know if the shotgun, you do get the shotgun with alloys also, right, as an option.
I guess we can shift too.
You
I
can,
don't
yeah.
think
So it's there's nothing special about this bike.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Instrument cluster is same, like everything is same actually.
Everything.
Yeah.
The worst part, and we spoke about it, the
There's a switch.
starter
Starter
switch.
switch is also
The
the
starter-
red color
yeah.
plastic button.
Yeah. They didn't even change that. At least machine it into aluminium or something.
Yeah, at least make it a steel or
If
aluminium.
it's a
one.
10 rupee part, it would have cost you, 50 rupees. But it's
Yeah.
worth it. For 1,000 pieces,
Yeah,
worth
it would change the in-hand feel, It
Exactly,
change the whole
Make it more
in-hand feel.
clicky, make it
Yeah,
something.
it's more love. It gives them more love.
Man, Royal Enfield, I don't know what you're thinking, right? You're selling well. You're selling well. We're not denying that.
Yeah,
but,
sales are crazy, but where's
yeah.
the
Where's the soul? The soul is starting to go now.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
yeah? It's being just like other all bike brands like we have.
Yeah, and they shouldn't fall into that trap.
Yeah, it now feels like Royal Enfield feels like Bajaj or Hero or something
Yeah.
like that to us. In fact, Honda is doing better. I feel right
What's-
now in recent
The
1 year.
450cc, right? The
Yeah, we have Honda is doing really great as per me in last 1-2 years.
The X-Pulse.
The X-Pulse is doing
Proper enthusiast bike.
Yeah. Honda is doing great. Triumph तो आते ही मचा रहा है. Triumph is
Yeah.
also doing great. Amazing work by Triumph. And if you are new into the India, you really have to work after the sale things also. And Triumph is handling that very well when
Okay.
it comes to service center and all. Like her service center her brand you'll see the bit problem for service center, but the response is very great when it comes with
No, and
Triumph.
I didn't tell you this, but I recently.
That's a really difficult for a new brand. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. The older one already has the distribution system, infrastructure, networking. But for a new brand, it's get really difficult. And if they are doing at a decent or a good level, that's a brilliant work. That's what I feel.
No, but outside Triumph has a.
It has a crazy
strong name,
reputation
yeah.
outside.
Has-
Yeah,
yeah, so-
especially the few series of
It's
it,
James
like-
Bond's bike. Like the Scrambler was James Bond. The
Yeah.
Scrambler, whatever, XC. Was James Bond's bike, so it always have that trickle down effect. So if you get the 400cc Scrambler, you think you're James Bond, like Sasta James Bond, if you want to call Jamesh Bond.
Yes. Let's see Royal Enfield what next.
Yeah,
we get
Royal
to see.
Enfield. I think now it's high time that they stop announcing any new bikes and just bring out the 750. I think that would change.
Yeah. Stop playing with the 650 and 350cc engine, please.
The 650cc is great. Actually, I'm saying play around with it.
Yeah.
I'm saying play around and modify it to give it more
but
horsepower.
do something. Yeah,
Do
just
something. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't understand. They didn't have to comply with the A2 licensing because outside the 650cc sits well below the A2 licensing. They didn't have to comply with that for a limited edition. So give it a bit more power. Make it interesting mechanically so that the ride feels different.
Yeah, they could add some. They could do some change.
It's like-
this is also air cooled, right? Engine. They could do something, man. At least give a liquid cooler.
You know what this feels like to me? Those guys who wear those white t-shirts, right? And then there's just like a Gucci or whatever, and then they've paid like $100 for that, to like 10,000 rupees for that one t-shirt, right? It's exactly what it feels like. That's what pisses me off. Then just wear the white t-shirt, right? Right?
So let's see what Royal Enfield next does. Hopefully, we're waiting and excited for 750 lineup.
Yeah, I
Himalayan
think
GT
that would be great. I think the 750.
That would be really. I have a lot of expectation from that Royal Enfield. Let's see what.
And don't get rid of the 650. I think the 650cc engine. is
You can do something crazy with this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You have the father of all of these bikes, right? Like that's the one that started off this this trend.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it. We're done for today. Had a great episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.